In this video, we are considering the project Hotel Reservation System and will demonstrate specifically how booking information with a hyperlink to generate invoice sheet is prepared. Yes, in this sheet we can see a complete database and an invoice and a hyperlink to go to the invoice sheet. The creation of hyperlink will be demonstrated in the further videos. What I will demonstrate in this particular video is the use of nested ifs. If you can see here, there's a lot of if function. There is a complex formula containing many if functions nested within each other. I'll demonstrate you how the logic of nested if will work. Before that, this booking information sheet is a dynamic table where the data is populated by the data from the booking a room tab. The main objective of this sheet is to allow user to create invoice based on the service provided to the customer. That is, if the user has availed a deluxe service, he would be charged differently. If the user has availed a standard service, he would be charged differently. As you can see here, this particular user has availed luxury service, so he has been charged 4,000, while this user has used a premium suite service, so he has charged 5,000. At the end of the total bill, all these different parameters should be accounted, hence the use of nested if. So here, by using nested if, we are creating a logic where if the user has availed a particular service, he will be charged henceforth. Now I will demonstrate to you how to use nested if by taking an example in a different sheet. So let's open a new Excel sheet. Here, just to make this thing simple, I have already created a logic. Let me explain you this logic first. Here I have three columns A, B and C. Now this logic runs on a condition. If both A and B are 1, C should be 1. If any one of the values of A and B is 0, C will become 0. Now I will implement this particular logic using a nested if. This will be my result. So here the result will be availed. I have already created a nested if which has implemented this particular logic. Let me demonstrate that to you first. As A becomes 0, here the result becomes 0. When A becomes 1, and since both A and B are 1, the result is 1. This is done using nested if. Let me show you the use of nested if. In a nested if, first we select the basic if function, and here it asks for a logic test. So here for me the logic test would be first to check whether the value of A is 1 or not. So to check that, I will select this particular cell where the value of A is given, and I will equate it to 1, comma. If this particular condition is true, I have to enter what should be the next event in this particular field. So if K7 equals to 1, then I have to check whether the value of B is also equal to 1. To check that, I am inserting one more if function, and in this particular if function I will check the value of B is equal to 1 or otherwise. So I have selected that particular cell which contains the value of B, and I am checking whether it is equal to 1. Suppose, and here we have to fill the condition when both A and B equals to 1. When both A and B equals to 1, I want this field to display the value 1. So when both the conditions are true, I will be displaying 1. Suppose this is 1, hence it enters this particular loop, and here there is L7 is not equal to 1. So obviously I want the value to be 0. that will close this particular if function. Now we have returned back to the previous if function. Now if k7 is not equal to 1, then my value should be 0. So I'll enter 0 here and enter. So this will result in this particular logic being implemented. So if I enter 0 here, I'll get a value of 0. If I enter 0 here, I'll get a value of 0. Only when both the values are 1, I'll get a value of 1. This is how a nested if function can be used. Similarly, the number of nestings can be n. Hence, here you can see there has been nesting of if. First here, if G3 is equal to deluxe, it is entering a value of 2000. If it is not deluxe, it is going for one more if function. This if checks whether G3 is semi-deluxe. In that case, 3000 is entered. If that is also not the case, I am entering one more if function where G3, I am equating G3 to luxury. If G3 is equal to luxury, I will be entering a value of 4000, or else I will be checking for further conditions which are super deluxe, standard and premium suite, and will be entering the appropriate value. Thank you for watching this video.